Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading with the Esoteric Empire. We're still in Taurus season. We are ending Taurus season close to the end of this time period throughout this reading. Hopefully that made sense. I believe Gemini season starts on the 21st or the 20th, okay? Oh, okay, so the energy you're going to be feeling is Jupiter. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of lucky coincidences or some sort of like fun times, enjoying yourself. So this should be a really nice period for you. This could be a time where your focus is more centered on, you know, the weekend. But let's just go ahead and see what's going on. All right, so we're going to start off with some Speedy Messages. They may or may not resonate with you. All right. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups. Okay, so I feel like there's I feel like you've been needing a day off, or you're going to take a day off so that you can enjoy yourself with your family or your friends. I see drinking, eating out, that type of deal. Three of Cups in reverse, Prince of Wands. Okay, so I feel like somebody has not seen a Leo in a while, or somebody is upset with a Leo. Okay. And the last message, Prince of Wands in reverse, Prince of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like two people's personalities do not mix. I don't know if you're a part of this, or maybe you have a friend group where you want everyone to be on the same page, but it's almost impossible. But I'm seeing there's two people around you that do not get along at all. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at your actual week for this time period for Virgo. So we have Four of Cups here. So I see that you're going to be kind of bored during this time, or you feel unfulfilled. Like you want to do more things. I think that you are looking at everything like, is this it, or is this all that there is? You're not satisfied with something. All right, so we're starting off with the Nine of Cups. So I see that some of you guys are not enjoying your current relationship or your current love life status. Okay, so if you have someone or not, I see that you want more, or you feel like you're not being able to enjoy it. This could be a time issue as far as like not having enough time to spend with this person, or maybe you just are not liking how the relationship is progressing, or you want to have a relationship and you do not. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody is not happy about the current love situation in their life. They may not even know what that is. Okay, so we have the World. So someone wants options, or they want to choose something new. I think they want to move on to a new chapter, or even if you are happy in your relationship, you still feel like you want to move things up or speed things up a bit. Okay, I'm seeing someone is not satisfied with that. Okay, we have Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups. I'm also seeing someone is keeping a secret from their relationship or their spouse, that they are not happy with the way things are going, and that they regret being with this person, or they regret the way that things are going. Okay, so this is very interesting. I'm seeing someone is not fulfilled at all. Okay, what way are you not fulfilled, Virgo? Justice. Okay, so somebody is not happy in their marriage, or someone wants to get married. Okay, so there's two different ways that this is going. So someone either wants to move up in the ladder of this relationship, or somebody doesn't like that they're now married. Okay, so it's almost like somebody doesn't enjoy being married. They feel like it was it's not all it's cracked up to be. Virgo, you're showing up as the Daughter of Earth. So I feel like you're just looking at it from a very practical perspective. You're like, this, like, it's not as fun as it's supposed to be, or there's nothing different about what this is, or it wasn't. It's almost like somebody did false advertising. Like somebody really talked you into the whole marriage thing, and you got married, and you're like, is this it? Like, this is what I'm looking forward to for the rest of this time that I'm involved in this. So I don't know if this is a phase, or if this is just something that you are feeling right now, but I definitely see that you're kind of like just over it. You don't really like the situation you're in, whether you're single or not. Okay, so as we move into the middle of this time period, we do have the Prince of Swords. So there could be an Aquarius coming towards you. We're going to see who this person is right now. Yes, this definitely could be an Aquarius showing up. And I'm also seeing Taurus. Okay. I feel like, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus, it could be anybody, but I feel like the reason that you're around this person is because you need help, either with like advice, or you need someone that's going to help you lift your spirits. Okay, So I see that this is probably during the weekend or something like that, and you're like, look, are you free? Like, let's go find something to do. Like, I'm so bored. Yeah, it's like you're calling them and you're hitting them up because you need excitement. Okay, so you are severely bored. I almost feel like for some of you, you're going through a sort of a crisis, or you just need excitement at this time. Yeah, okay, so I'm getting the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So I think you just need a shake-up from your normal routine, from your place at home. I think you just need to be refreshed in that regard. I don't even think that you're struggling or you're going through anything too major. You're just bored. You need something to kind of wake you up and wake up your life a little bit, which is normal, you know. I'm also seeing that you look really beautiful when you go out. Like, you look healthy and everything. I feel like you look very feminine. If you're a woman, like, you look really, really pretty. But it's like you're just so bored, and maybe that's the problem. Like, you feel like you look perfect, or you feel like everything looks so good and you're doing all that you can, but you're just not fulfilled. And I feel like you're trying to figure out why is that. All right, so when you're around this person, when you see them, you have death and grief. Okay, so you could be pouring your heart out and telling this person what you're struggling with or why you want to move on. I feel like especially if this is the person that you are with, I feel like you're going to have a talk about this. Kind of like, look, we got to get this together, or I'm not going to be able to be in this relationship anymore. This other person is showing up as the Star. So they are being their self. I feel like they're very hard to read. Like, you're looking at them and you can't tell if they feel you, if they understand what you're going through, like if they care. They seem very distant. And I feel like this, of course, is a part of the problem. You're pouring your heart out, or you're explaining yourself at least, and they're just kind of looking at you like, okay, and what? This is very awkward. It's almost like, ooh, okay, this is a really weird example that I'm being shown. It's almost like somebody gets all like sexy and beautiful, and they try to have like this spontaneous night, and the person that they're doing it for just kind of looks at them and they barely even notice that they got all dressed up and all of that. And so you're like, are you serious? Like, I did all this and you still don't see me, or you still don't notice me, or all I get is a, oh, hey, you look nice. You know, like, there's no emotion, there's no affection, and I think that's really starting to bother you. It really is. Okay, so I am seeing that for sure. So once this happens, I feel like you already know, like, when you go into this conversation with this person, I think you're looking at it like, okay, this is the last straw. If I do all of this and they don't notice, either they don't care, they're cheating, or we just need to break it off. You kind of go in there with that mindset. And so I feel like when they give you that really lackluster response, you're looking at it like, damn, okay, something's going wrong. This may be the end of this relationship. So, ooh, yikes. All right, so that's what's happening in the middle. Let's go ahead and look at the end of this time period. So we have Eight of Cups. So I feel like you emotionally will feel alone during this time, just because you either, I don't know if you figured out what you should do about the situation, but I definitely see that you're taking some time to emotionally detach from them. I'm also seeing that some of you guys are going to literally break up with this person, and you'll be going through the healing process around this time. I also feel like you kind of can't express what you're going through because you're like at work or something, and so you're kind of just like internally going through this. You could even just be in a relationship where there is no talking about feelings, and so you feel alone with, you know, this person that's supposed to be someone to not let you feel this way. So, ooh, this is kind of rough, Virgo. Yeah, we have torments. So it's almost like you're stuck because you feel like you don't know exactly what you should do, but you know you don't want to be a part of something, but it's almost like you can't get out of it. So for some of you, maybe you are married and you're like, yo, if I have to really get out of the situation, this is going to be a long time. This is like, it's a divorce. Like, it has to be a divorce. So I see you're really contemplating on like, what should you tell them how you feel, or should you go ahead and, you know, draw up the papers? Like, what's the next step for you? But I do see that you know that you feel alone. Your partner is showing up as Ace of Air. So I feel like I don't know if they're speaking or not to you, but I definitely see that they are thinking. So I think they're trying to figure out what's going on, but I feel like they're not talking to you, which is a problem. It's like, and even if they're not being rude, it's like they know that you know that something's up, but they don't want to talk about it because they don't want to be uncomfortable. Or they don't realize how weird it is for them not to speak their mind whenever you're going through something like this. It's almost like the communication is just really bad with you guys. I don't know if it's always been like this or not, but it looks as if somebody just doesn't, both of you guys don't know how to speak to each other or communicate. Yeah, okay, so I see that you're kind of going through a lot mentally. You're stressed, you don't know what to do. I almost feel like you feel like something is going on within your relationship. Like you feel like this person is cheating or something like that because they're just that detached. Yeah, you feel like they're juggling two different people. You also feel like it may be somebody at work, or you feel like work is the problem, like they never have time for you. And I just feel like you're questioning everything within this relationship. I honestly feel as though you're kind of driving yourself crazy, because as Virgo, it's natural for you to kind of go into this overdrive of thinking and analyzing. But when someone doesn't help you out with that in a relationship, and it kind of is just like it's all on you and you're just trying to figure it out, that can be really, really, really dangerous, you know? Because then you start answering questions that you shouldn't even be thinking of in the first place. So what exactly is your partner, what are they thinking about? Like, what is going through their mind? So there's some people that are thinking there's no issues, and then we have some people's partner are thinking that you're cheating because you're being so distant and rude with them. And then we have another spectrum of people who think that that's thinking about their own affair, like they are in an affair and they're thinking about that person. So it really is like a wide range of things, but overall the overwhelming consensus is that you guys are not communicating effectively. This is not what communication looks like, and I feel like it really is going to become worse. Whether it's a good situation or not, it's going to become worse because there's no speaking on the matter. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do think this person may be having an affair, or they're just emotionally checked out of the relationship. So I mean, you felt something for a reason, yes. I'm not sure why it's come to this particular point. It's almost like, I don't know if this has been going on for so long, but it's showing up. It overtook your whole reading. This is a love matter. Your relationship is like trying to get your attention right now. I feel like you know what's up. You know your partner. You know if something is weird. You know if they're acting really distant for no reason. It looks like they're not giving you the attention that you need, and they notice it, but they don't care. That's for a lot of people. I just feel like they don't care. So let's go ahead and give you some oracle messages to kind of see what can be done about this. So throughout this time period, we do have the Three of Swords. So if you come across some information, or if you have a realization or a gut feeling that something is going on within your relationship, such as infidelity, you need to accept that. Okay, not saying you should be a part of it anymore. I'm saying don't be in denial. This Three of Swords is showing up saying you see this disappointing news, like, okay, let's fix it, or let's get out of the situation, because it's only going to make you feel like something is wrong with you. Okay, I think you already know what this is. Spirit is saying rejoice in celebration. I feel like for a lot of you, you haven't been happy for a while, so this situation is giving you a way out of the situation. It's very it's a weird way to look at it, but I definitely feel like Spirit is saying, even though this is bad news, you better flip that shit and make it work for you. Meaning, it's bad news, but it's your way out. It's your way to say, look, I tried everything I could. Now it's time for me to move on to a bigger and better lifestyle with or without this person. So I think you kind of get the gist of this. I think this is a learning lesson with wisdom, but I feel like this week will show you a lot about your love situation. So with that being said, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you throughout this time period. I really do hope that things work out in the best favor for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you once again, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Virgo.